What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be predicting week 1 of the NFL, which starts tomorrow night at 8:20, the Lions versus the Chiefs. But before we do, let's just look at this. We gained 3 more subscribers just yesterday alone. And biggest announcement, we hit 1,000 views in a month for the first time ever. And most of it has come in the last 2 weeks alone. Since we made the stadium video, which is now almost at 500 views. Let's see. This one hit 212 views, which is insane, and 4 comments, which is awesome. This one, top 50 stadiums in college football, 472 views. That's insane. Absolutely incredible. In our last video, I didn't think it would blow up as much. It did solid. That's what I would want for every single video. 45 views in not even a day. But anyways, now that we're done with that, let's predict this NFL. So the last ones were all college football videos. I want to see how the NFL content will do because the NFL season does start tomorrow. So we're very excited for that. And yeah, first up we got Lions versus Chiefs. Let's take a little look, see if they'll show us their roster or anything. No, I'll show you. I'll get you their roster real quick. Okay, so here's the Lions roster. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, a new running back out of Alabama, I think. And Jared Goff is at QB. David Montgomery, I think will take a big step forward this year. Sam Laporta, I love him. Young tight end out of Iowa. Jack Campbell, the great linebacker. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I do love him as well. And Aiden Hutchinson, who had an incredible season last year as a rookie. Let's see, anyone else? Cameron Sutton's a solid cornerback. C.J. Gardner-Johnson that they picked up from the Eagles. That's huge. They do also have Teddy Bridgewater, but that's not that big. Brian Branch out of Alabama. That's pretty big. So yeah, that's the main. They have Penei Sewell as well. That's the main thing there for the Lions. And the Chiefs, obviously, I don't have to look up their roster. They got Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. They've got who's their? They don't have many wide receivers, honestly. They don't. That's the main problem for them. But besides that, they're pretty good. I mean, they're great. They're the Super Bowl champions. They won the Super Bowl last year without Davante Adams. Not Davante Adams, Tyreek Hill, without Tyreek Hill. So I definitely think they're going to have another incredible season. I want the Lions to do well this year, but I just don't see them taking down the Chiefs, especially week 1. But yeah, that's that one. Sorry, didn't mean to erase that. Chiefs will win tomorrow night, I believe. Next up, we got Bengals versus Browns. Battle for the AFC North. This should be no problem for me. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, all of them, they'll take down the Browns, which is led by Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb. So there we go. Now we are on to Sunday, and we have the Texans versus the Ravens. Sorry, let me just see this. Okay, Texans. Who do they have? They have C.J. Stroud. They just got out of Ohio State. Great quarterback, I think. Though he could be a bust. There is a good chance he will be a bust. But then Lamar Jackson is on the Ravens, as well as, let me think. I can't think. I'm blanking right now. Oh, Mark Andrews, the tight end. Justin Tucker, who's a kicker, so that won't be that big of a deal. But yeah, Ravens are a better team all the way around. They will take the win against the Texans, and Buccaneers Vikings is next. Who do we want here? I think it's Vikings. Easy. Boom. All right, Panthers Falcons. I think this will be a close game. Panthers, who do we got on the Panthers? We've got Sam Darnold, right? Or Bryce Young. Okay. And who wide receiver DJ Moore, is he still on the team? I can't remember if he got traded this offseason or not. Then on the Falcons, we got Kyle Pitts, great tight end, really like him. And yeah, I think I might go with the Panthers, maybe? Actually, I'm going with the Falcons. I do think they're a better team. They'll have a solid year. And next up, we got Cardinals versus Commanders. Kyler Murray on the Cardinals. I guess Carson Wentz, is that their best QB on the Commanders right now? Yeah, I guess so. Both these teams are terrible, in my opinion, at least. I don't think either of them are going to have good seasons. They're going to be two of the worst teams in the NFL. But Cardinals do have Kyler Murray. Oh, but also Commanders have Chase Young, who's been who was out last season because of an injury that he got his rookie year, I believe. But besides Kyler Murray, who did the Falcons have? Not really anyone. So I'm going to go with the Commanders here. I know. Commanders do also have Jahan Dotson out of Penn State. I think he is a great wide receiver. Not just saying that because I'm a Penn State fan. But yeah. Next up, we got Jaguars versus the Colts. Who do we go with here? I think it's definitely going to be the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is going to take a huge step forward this year. And yeah, he's got a solid team around him to help him out. Jaguars will win against the Colts. We're still at 1 p.m. There's a lot of games at that time. 49ers versus the Steelers. Okay, I'm a Steelers fan, so this is going to be tough to predict. But if I'm being honest, I think we can win this game. I do, honestly. I know this is really biased, and you all can hate on me in the comments if you want. I don't care. 49ers, Steelers. I guess I'm going with the Steelers. Just listen. I know this sounds like a dumb decision right now, but at the end of the year, when the Steelers are in the Super Bowl, I'll prove you all wrong, okay? Next up, we got Titans versus Saints. Saints, who's their quarterback right now? They had a lot of controversy around that. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo? Is he their... That doesn't sound right. I'm going to look it up real quick. Okay, sorry. I got mixed up there. Jimmy Garoppolo went to the Raiders, but actually, they have Derek Carr, who will be their starting QB. They also do have Jameis Winston, who has a lot of experience under his belt. But I think the Saints will win this one pretty easily. They've got a great defense. Next up, we got Raiders Broncos, which will be led by Jimmy Garoppolo, if I'm not mistaken. They do also have Devontae Adams, which is huge. Yeah, Broncos, they got Russell Wilson. I don't think this year will be as bad for the Broncos. I still think it'll be bad, but not quite as bad as last year when they only got 3 wins. Was that right? I don't know. But this is going to be Raiders easily. They'll win by a pretty good amount. And next up, we got a solid game here. We got Eagles, Patriots. Eagles obviously made the Super Bowl last year. Patriots had a rough year. Mac Jones did not play his best, but I think I've still got to go with the Eagles here. They did make it to the Super Bowl, and they've got a great team. The only person they really lost, well, they lost Miles Sanders. They also lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So yeah, I still think it'll be the Eagles, though. And next up, we got Rams, Seahawks. I don't trust the Rams at all. They still got Cooper Kupp, who is a great wide receiver, and Matthew Stafford's a solid quarterback. I just don't see them doing anything great this year. Seahawks, they got Geno Smith. Who else? Honestly, they don't have that many. They've got a solid defense. But I do think Geno Smith is going to lead the way. Next up, this has got to be the game of the week for sure. Dolphins, Chargers. I've got to watch this game. Who do we go with here? Dolphins, Chargers. I think... Okay. Back, when was that, a month ago, when the preseason started, I picked the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl. I know a lot of people didn't agree with that, but I honestly think, I stand by that. I think they will still win the Super Bowl. Chargers, though, they should have a great year as well. Next up, we got Packers, Bears. Honestly, if this was a year ago, it would be the Packers easily. But now, they lost Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love is not a good quarterback. They lost most of their good wide receivers. It's going to be the Bears pretty easily, too. Next up, we got Cowboys, Giants. Okay, honestly, not just because I'm a Steelers fan and I hate the Cowboys. Just, honestly, I think the Giants will win this game. I do believe that. Cowboys have Dak Prescott, obviously. And they've got, let's see, they lost CeeDee Lamb, correct? Yeah, I think so. And Giants, who do they have? They have Kayvon Thibodeau, played great last year. Daniel Jones, who took a big step forward last year. And yeah, I think they're just a better team the whole way around. So the Giants will beat the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. And now finally, we have Bills Jets on Monday Night Football. This could be the game of the week. It's either this one or Dolphins Chargers. It might be this one just because it's a primetime game. I'm saying, see, the Jets have a super team. They're building a super team at least. Aaron Rodgers, who they picked up this year. Dalvin Cook, they picked up this year. Who else is on that team? They also have Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, and yeah, that's just four. And they've got some great receivers on that team. Um, Bills are also really good though. So I'm stuck here. What do we go with? I guess we gotta go with the Bills. So we haven't seen the Jets' new roster play a game yet. So I can't really say how good they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be really good, but I'm not sure about that. But that is my predictions. Tell me what you agreed with and disagreed with in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.